Hello everyone and welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara and it's been a long time since I have done a spinning experience video. So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you guys enjoy listening to my experience because this is a whole new experience for me. I have not dyed anything with highlighters before, and I most certainly have not tried a certain technique that I have tried this past week to try and make tweed yarn, which became an epic fail. But yeah, so the highlighters, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get the big thick ones where you can take the bottom out. You take the tube out, you can cut it in half, open it up a bit, put it in a cup, a plastic cup, with half a cup of water and half of that cup that you've got it in filled with water and the other half filled with rubbing alcohol. And then you just let it set, and then with your wool, you have to heat up the water, and you have to put a splash of white vinegar in it, and then put your wool in. And after all the color solution has come out of that tube, you pour it onto your wool, and then just let the wool soak up the color. And that is exactly what I did. So I did 3 colors. I did orange, yellow, and pink. This is the yellow. It actually looks a little bright on here. It actually did come out pretty well. When the light's not shining on it, you can kind of see you can actually kind of see the glow. When the light's not directly on it, it actually looks a lot brighter than it is. The same thing with the pink. This is how this came out. Got some white patches there. It looks sorry, my voice is a little hoarse today for some reason. As you can see, some of the color did not go all the way through. This is what was like at the bottom. And right there too. They have you wind it into a ball, just like this. Well, it's called a bird's nest actually. And I can actually see why it gives you a very pretty, distinctive pattern, kind of. So all of these colors do look a lot brighter when the lights aren't so bright and shining so intensely on it. That was some sparkle. This is the orange, and as you can see, there's some variations here. Very dark, very light, and this was all done in Cheviot wool, and it feels pretty good. It feels a little coarse, but the video for how to make the tweed yarn has not come out yet, so I'm predicting it's going to be at the end of the month, like the last couple videos were that I found. So I'm gonna save those for the end of the month, but I went ahead and I took some of that sari silk from the kit and I experimented trying to make tweed. I found a video where it's an easy technique to put some add-ins. All you pretty much do is make at least 2 singles and then you go to ply them together, but when you're plying them together, you kind of put the add-ins in a little bit and then pull right out so that it catches in the center of those 2 plies. So this is it. This is not tweed, apparently. And you can't really see that well. But there are some nice long strips of color. I used the red rainbow sari silk. See if you can, oh, that's a little better. Let me roll this back up and I'll show you guys again. So this was my attempt at making tweed. Epic fail, but in the process I did come out with something very pretty. I actually really do like it. I'm at some point gonna get more of that red rainbowish sari silk, which the sari silk that you spin with is actually recycled sari silk that has been carded into a little top. And that's pretty much just a roving form, but it's a very dense roving form with the sari silk. So you actually have little bits of thread and lace in the sari silk. So yeah, that was my experience spinning, trying to make tweed. I used merino wool, plain white merino wool, to spin before I added any of the sari silk. The merino wool, I love it. It's nice and soft, and with the silk, it's even softer. But I think you guys have heard this mess just long enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, break in between Hot Off the Hook Fridays. Yeah, just when my wrist started hurting working on a custom order, I moved to that, and the other wrist ended up hurting. So that's about it. If any of you spin, let me know down in the comments. Let me know some of your experiences with sari silk or merino wool or anything like that. So, alright, have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone!